Okay. I've been trying for like 30 minutes to get my camera to look the way I'm wanting it to look. So like if it doesn't look how I want, I guess. So the thing is, I just like don't want to pay for Adobe, right? Now that I'm not using Premiere anymore, I'm trying to learn DaVinci. So shout out Ace the Cat 1940. But in order for me to like do anything, I do need videos. So here we are, I suppose. So I was kind of like volleying different ideas of what to make that's like not super time consuming, but also just like fun and entertaining. So I think what I want to do is make a new character. So a couple weeks ago, I made a TikTok about my everlasting species crisis, which is blech. But I did mention how I've recently been really into like border collies. I feel like border collies are super fun and cool. So I think that's what we're gonna go with here. I want to look cool and I want to look sick. So I'm gonna do just that. Other than just like making a character out of my brain, I feel like I need some like things to actually accomplish in this video. So I have to do a few different things. I also what was it again? I need to draw a reference sheet for this dude. Number two, I need to make 2 badges for myself to wear at MFF Midwest Furry Convention. And 3, I need to commission 1 badge from an artist that is not a friend, which I'm horrified of. Deadline MFF. I want to wear the badges at MFF. I don't know if I'm gonna get the. I don't know if I'm gonna get the one that I commissioned by the time MFF happens. Maybe if I ask for like a digital, I can make that work. Actually, yeah, MFF. We're gonna do this before MFF. But without further ado, I do need to learn how to draw dogs. So let's start there, I guess. Goodness gracious. So I had no desire to record this. I've kind of been like putting it together for a while, but like now I actually have to start working on it. So basically, just to kind of like talk about like my drawing style before, I used to draw when I was in middle school and high school, and that was kind of it. I kind of like I like didn't continue. I just like didn't want to. I didn't think I was very good at it. Honestly, I was, you're your biggest critic, of course, or whatever, but like I just didn't like my art. And I didn't really draw characters or like I did a lot of was it still life? Yeah, no, I wasn't doing anything crazy. I was just drawing like fucking fruit and shit. So I've been working on a few different things. Here's 2 things that I've drawn before. Recently, like this year, I've really wanted to get back into drawing. Specifically furries. I just like have I just haven't really drawn furries in a while. So I drew Bolt Man as well as Lunchbox. I just like couldn't figure out his arm, so like whatever, don't look at it. But yeah, I kind of just have to like fuck around and just like draw with the pencil. Him, my phone. Can you see it? No, it's still too far out of shot. My phone isn't charging. I gotta learn how to draw a dog. I think I have a pretty like I can figure it out, okay? I can put shit together, okay? I do need to like actually figure out what this dog looks like. So I did print out. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can't see that for shit. But basically, I got those reference sheets you can print out and like draw on or whatever, or you can just like use them on your computer. I feel like most people do that. I printed them out because I have a MacBook. I have like no way. I need to like stop touching my face. I'm so sorry, but like we're getting used to the microphone, okay? Unfortunately, I think the name Stop Drop and Roll is perfect. So yeah, his name is Stop Drop and Roll. I'm, I love it. Like this is what making a character should feel like. Oh my god, it's great. It's so euphoric. And with it being Stop, Drop, and Roll, I need to throw in like a little bit of red for like fire, but also like oh my god, a little fireman's hat. That's oh. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on that. I just had to actually record something. But for now, I am going to continue drawing. Did my phone turn on? I gotta figure that out too. Okay, we're gonna work on that.
Okay, it's been a few hours. I don't feel like putting the mic on. Nevertheless, the dog right now. But basically, I've just hold on. Like, wait a minute. Whoa. So I had done this, and I need to figure out how to do like calico des- designs. Like, where is it? Okay, first off, for this, I literally used the wrong color the entire time, and that's on uh fucking liking aesthetics over productivity. The thing is, I used more of like an orange, right? So I have like this is the first one I did. Back design, no, not feeling it too much. Up here, I mean, yeah, but like I need to change something on this side. I like just the full like stock uh collie on that half. So the way that I'm envisioning this is like half collie, half cat, half calico cat, but it's it's like the height of a cat, but the build of the collie. So but I just gotta figure out this side. And the eye color, you can't make me change it. I won't. This is like what we're going off of. He's a cutie. I'm actually really happy with him. So when I commission someone, I do plan on using like a pre-made ref. I might use like a tablet and like do a digital one. Or I will. I feel like that would be it. But whatever. For like my own little personal reference sheet, I'm thinking like a still here, headshot here items that I enjoy and name here. I think that would be really good. But yeah, this is a good start. Not where I want to be. I kind of thought I was like doing it today, and I was like, wow, you know what? I'm actually killing it. This is gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Isn't. I'm having a bit of a time. Okay, we've moved to my like actual desk, but like this is the blueprint. This we gotta just do it again. But yeah, we got a new Ryan video. I'm gonna just continue to do this, and I'll see you then.
I still am trying to figure out where to put this mic, you guys. Ugh. But okay, hey, what's going on, you guys? Hey, I'm here to complain. Quite frankly, I think. First and foremost, having a hoot. Love talking about stop, drop, and roll. He's great, respectfully. I can't. I think I put an odd expectation on myself. Kind of. I expected to get fucking cracked at drawing, and of course, I have been practicing quite a bit. I've been just drawing and doodling when I can, and I've been having a good time. But obviously, you're not just gonna fucking gain this skill set overnight or anything. So I kind of wanted to do a drawing of stop, drop, and roll. But how I've drawn like Lunchbox and Bolt before. But I think it would also be fun, just because all of my characters, except for like Lunchbox, I guess, really have like a story. Um, I need to like make this person, this character, this dog cat, a personality, you know? So I think that would be fun to just kind of like dabble with for a moment. My thing is like first and foremost, I keep flipping on pronouns. Um, I don't know what pronouns stop, drop, and roll goes by. I'm pretty biased. My preferred pronouns. Oh God, I like my name, Bolt. You can just call me Bolt if you don't mind. So I'm kind of like thinking the same thing for them, but I think we're absolutely obsessed with just like being a firefighter, firefighters. What's the name of that dog? Oh no, Marshall. I feel like he can just like wear a fucking fireman's hat every so often, like one of the little plastic ones. See, that'd be cute. So it's like, I don't know, but I think we're like that's a good direction. You know what I mean? Of course, they love nature. I'm sure. There's no way they don't. What if a firefighter afraid of fires? What think about that? Think about that, because like I don't know, and like the thing that's like super annoying about all of this is that like I can perfectly envision them in my head. Like in my head, I can see them so perfectly. It's like a little bit blurry, but like you know what I'm talking about, right? I feel like what I have to do is I have to make a playlist of music for them. So I might do that. I keep adding more and more things onto like what this video is, and I'm gonna like genuinely run out of time at some point. Oh, it's October 5th. I haven't even bought my plane tickets to fucking MFF at this point. Like I just don't. I don't. I registered. I had to get a hotel. I don't actually. I don't want to talk about it. I'll talk about that at a later date. So a lot of me was thinking with stop, drop, and roll, they would wear a hat of some sort. And like I'm still trying to learn how to draw animals, but like drawing a fucking hat on an animal is just but again, like that's like the fucking point of the video is I want to challenge myself. What if he just carries around an axe? You know what I mean? That could work. I say as I know it won't work. I was thinking about if I was going to add any piercings to them or anything, and I really don't think I am. I've been wanting a Fursona, like a fursuit of a character with huge fucking gauges, and eventually I'm going to commission Lunchbox. Like, I want boat. This is the last boat suit I'm ever going to get. I want Lunchbox. I want a snack. What if they just like don't speak? Like, what if they're just like an absolutely silent character? I think that'd be fun. In this like universe that I've made in my head or whatever. And I don't know if this is even enjoyable to other people, but just like I like thinking about these characters that I like make and portray like living in this universe together and how they would like interact with each other. I don't know. This is just like my bread and butter of the furry fandom. It all makes sense in my head, but like shit. Okay, but I do think I think we're going with very big Paw Patrol energy. We'll see. I was also gonna add wings. Why? So yeah, I'm gonna get to work on that, and we'll figure it out from there. Go team, go team. Okay, so I have a few things to talk about in this video. First thing is I am in my pajamas. These are my lacrosse pants that I got from a really Catholic thrift store. Ooh, getting up on that chair. God Christ. Okay, so from the last clip I recorded, I haven't done anything. Like, I've actually done nothing. And I just like, okay, I have a few things to talk about. I'm sorry that the mic and the audio on this video is terrible. So I went to school for film, and it was like a film school, an audio engineering, and then like a performing arts school. And I really just like honed in on the film and never took part in audio engineering. And that's probably my biggest regret to this day, because I went to a school that specializes in it and I just never took interest in it. And so that's unfortunate. Oh my God, I feel like shit. I also got a coffee this morning from Dunkin', and every time I drink coffee, I feel like shit. And I'm not lactose or nothing. My system just doesn't fucking like it. So I like don't want to record. I don't want to draw. And I'm running out of time. I'm soon realizing. What's today's date? Hello. October 12th, 2015. And I have to post this video by November 24th. So I have about 6 weeks left until then. And my thing is like I need to commission someone like fucking yesterday. You know, I really don't have a reference sheet to give anyone. I don't have a lot to show that I've worked on this video. The thing is, I'm really trying to prove to myself really that I can draw. Ever since I moved to my current living situation, I've really tried to pick back up on artistic skills that I have loved before that I just like gave up on because I just didn't want to practice to get good. And that's really what it takes to be good at things like art and drawing and video making and making music and doing anything in the creative spectrum, I'd say. Because the thing is, I genuinely have such an attachment to this character. Like I really like Stop, Drop, and Roll. I really want to put them together. I'm just not feeling motivated. I don't even have lighting going on right now. I have my little circle light, and then I have a desk lamp that needs to be on, huh? Okay. So I'm getting kind of stressed, just in the sense of I have to not only edit this video, but I need to edit this video in a program I've never touched before. Alongside that, I need to also fucking figure out audio engineering. I also need to commission a whole person, have enough time for them to, be added to their queue and then to work on and deliver the commission. I have to buy my plane ticket to MFF. I'm gonna post this before MFF, but like, I entered into the lottery of MFF, and damn. So I still have a good amount of time to do stuff, but the second it hits November, if I haven't commissioned someone yet, that's gonna be a problem. Today, what I'm gonna do, I need to like remember that this is supposed to be fun. I need to remember that this is supposed to be fun, and I am really enjoying making this character. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scroll a little bit on Instagram, get some pose ideas, and maybe draw just like a nice little pinup of the dude in regular clothes because I've decided. I talked about this last video, so um, firefighter potentially no. However, I do want to give him angel wings. Why? Cool. Baseball. He loves baseball. What team? The LA Dodgers, obviously. Like I really see him as just like one of the many characters I've already made. I just like characters that are just show up their own ass. So I'm pretty sure that's just the same direction we're gonna go with Meow. I actually have a lot of drawing to do today, and I'm just recording because I try to record every Sunday, but I work once every 4 weekends. So I worked this past Saturday, and I'm off Sunday, and then I go back to work tomorrow. So like my whole being doesn't want to fucking work right now, but we're going to because I've been I have a there's another raccoon out there. You know who you are. I gotta. But yeah, so I do have some albums that I'm gonna listen to when I draw today, so I can draw for at least that duration of time. I just found this one album called "I Love My Computer," and it is by Focus. There we go. I found this album recently by Ina Jirachi, and I'm gonna listen to that when I draw. That's about 39 minutes. And Critternet also just dropped an album that's really nice, so I'm probably gonna jam to that. I've also been trying to listen to this one album. It's a little bit older. It's from 2020 by Pearly Drops called Call for Help. And let's see if we can focus there too. Awesome. Yep. And I've been meaning to listen to that, but it's like more like somber vibes and shit. So maybe I'll stick with some hype music. I don't know. I don't know. This is so fun. I'm having so much fucking fun right now, okay? And the thing is, like, don't get me wrong. I genuinely am. I genuinely am. I think this is my biggest issue with myself as someone who is into art and creative shit is my brain tells me that I'm going to be good at something right off the bat. And when I'm not, or when I don't feel that I'm at the level where I should be, I get in my own head of like, yeah, no, waste of time, drop it. When like the whole point of art is to just continue to practice and then you get better over time. The fuck? That's just a battle between me and myself and I. So we'll get through it. And I'm gonna keep drawing because my thing is I also like want to. I also have always enjoyed drawing. I wish I can do little quick doodles like on the fucking spot like it's nothing. And I feel my stretched ear falling out of my head right now. Stretched ear update. So I have to wear O-rings on these plugs because my ears are just a little bit too big now, but I am at 34 millimeters. I think that's what I'm at. I don't know. Not goal size, but definitely bigger than I wanted to go. So that's fine. We're going to get back to it today. I'm going to do a time lapse. I have to draw colors. I need to do colors today. If I don't do that, I need to commission someone is the thing. I need to figure out how to find people who how to commission someone. Ugh. I don't remember what video I talked about this in, but when I was younger in the fandom, I don't remember what age, I commissioned this one artist for like a full body drawing, and like 2 days later they hit me up and they were like, hey, I had a family emergency, so I have to cancel all commissions and I'll refund you. And I was like, yeah, no sweat, happens, thank you, and hope to commission you again in the future. And then I checked their Fur Affinity journals just to give you how long this has been, and they were like, open for one more slot. So I've just been a fucking broken human being ever since. It's been so long, so I might have missed it, but I might have been 17. So I know that some artists don't do commissions for people under 18, which, yeah, that's like well within your right. But just like to lie, ow, ow. I just like, I don't know. I gotta watch one of those videos from like Pakari fucking Roo that are like how to commission art, because like I just like don't know how. I just like don't get it. Like when I commissioned this suit, it was by a friend, Kiwi Cabot, and like previous suit, that was who? Fucking. My heart says Lemon Brat, but I know that's not right. Lazy Loop suit, lazy, what fucking damn. But that was like probably one of the few times I've commissioned someone who I wasn't like close with, I guess you could say. I am so thankful that my entire friend group are just like the most creative people in the world. So I just like don't commission anyone ever, and I don't really have. We're gonna draw. I'm gonna stop yodeling and rambling. I will have to draw with color today. I didn't want to, but now that I think about it and I talk myself into it, I need to. Okay, yeah. So I will get to work on that. So it's definitely darker than I want it to be, but like we're gonna work with it. I don't even like the angle that I'm at right now. I have to like slunge. Okay, so basically we've made quite a bit of progress. I think what I'm gonna go with on the back. So at first I was supposed to do just like a straight line, and then I kind of was playing around with like squiggles. Um, it's because like I really like this is so specific, but like hear me out. There was a rapper named Hella Sketchy who had a face tattoo that did like a little squiggle and then out, and I just like loved the shape of it. So at first I was trying to like beep 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 like have fun with little squiggles, and I I feel like at the end of the day, everything I do revolved around electricity in some way, shape, or form. And I was trying not to make it look super electric-y, but I was also like kind of looking at plasma balls, you know, like the little beep boop, like that kind of thing. And like that wasn't looking right. So I took a little break, and then I came back and I had the idea of smoke. Like it just came into my mind out of nowhere. I don't smoke. I've never smoked a day in my life, but like I totally just like was like, wait, hold on. And the thing is like I kind of wanted to do like smoke, but I also just like the way that I'm drawing um their spots or whatever is kind of just like inspired after a lava lamp. I feel like a lava lamp is the closest I can get to like a idea of what type of shape I'm going for. What the fuck is that called? Um, so you know when like you mix oil and water and they don't like mix together? It's called shit. Do you? I have a question for you.
Hold on, wait. So what am I trying
What
to
is
do here?
so? I'm trying to explain what when water and like oil don't mix, like why that happens, but also what is I don't. You told me the word, I just didn't remember it.
Yes. Okay. Hi, I'm Ace. So when water and oil don't mix, it's typically because of the polarity of the molecules, but when they don't mix, the word is immiscible. Did you forget?
Yes, I did.
You forgot the word?
I did
Okay,
forget.
it's
I thought it was
immiscible.
municipality. That's like when you like live in a town that's not established.
Immiscible is when two things do not mix together. It
Oh.
isn't exclusively for oil and water.
Okay.
It's because I think oil's not polar, water is polar. Water and oil don't mix because of that. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong.
You need to
But
be right.
it just means
I won't be
it's
Googling this.
immiscible. No, someone else can Google it. It's the immiscible.
Immiscible.
Im miss
Miss.
able.
Immiscible.
Immiscible.
That sounds like a legal term.
I guess it could be. I mean, it literally just means two things that don't mix together. So it could be literally anything. But water and oil are immiscible. They do not mix.
Thank you. So municipality. Like the spots, like one side is orange, and then the black spots I'm inspiring more after a lava lamp. This she'll be so sad I don't know this word. Missimality. I was trying to kind of go for like smoke, but also kind of I was looking up adding oil and water together, and I think it's essentially the same process as like a lava lamp, but like I don't know what makes it look different. Oh, I don't even know where my other phone is to look that up. I have like 70 phones. How do I not know where one is? I'm assuming that one is using distilled water, and then, you know, of course, when I mix like jojoba oil with water, it separates, but it's like a different separation. So basically, I don't know, but I'm using two different um, on the back of his design. I think that's what I'm looking to do because I kind of went after smoke, but I also kind of looks like electricity. I'm more so leaning towards smoke, but with the little blips, it's giving more oil. I don't know. Basically, what I have to do now, I have to do a couple more run throughs of this guy to really see if I like, because I think like I understand how I want the front of him to look. That's fine. The back of him, we're still figuring out. And thankfully, his tail, I just want to be like white as snow. So I was looking on Instagram for different poses to do this, and usually for the other two that I've done, I look at photos from this artist I follow named Fiji Mar, just because I like how they pose in photos. So I'm probably gonna look there. I don't know yet though, but I will have to figure that out. I don't know if I'm going to record a speed draw. What is that fucking? What did I just do? Time lapse. I'm not sure if I'm gonna record a time lapse of me drawing just a fun little shot of him. Just because I want to take my time and do that, and like I might take a couple of days. Let me keep playing around with how he looks. Man, we will go from there. Okay, so I've been watching over the clips of what I've recorded, and like honestly, I'm blowing out this mic. And there's just some shit I'm not gonna re-record. So like you're gonna I apologize for it yet again. But yeah, no. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you about that one, but that's what we're going with. Secondly, where's my phone? I have been looking for pictures, like inspo pictures and shit like that, and I've like found a few that like, you know, I could really work with. I'm confident. So basically, what I want to do is I want to make a couple drawings of just like outfits, and then the second one just like no outfits, but just like animal, and then I think I'll be able to work from there. My thing is I love drawing clothes, so that is like preferable, I guess you could say. I'm not really great at drawing animals. We're gonna do that together. But yeah. Okay. What does my phone say? More lighting required. Flash may help. Does it want me to use the flash? I can. I can try. We'll see how that works for a few seconds. Well, gang, it looks like I'm getting interrogated for a crime. So, on that note, we will work again silently throughout the week. I will follow up with you in a couple days.
Okay, so I'm at my desk and I gotta just like draw. So we're gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be listening to Chase Icon just dropped like a new little EP with Crank. I don't know if anyone's been following Chase Icon recently on TikTok, but like fire. Don't look. Ugh, my desk is a mess. I never wanted to record down here because you really see how much of like a fucking disaster I am. Like, Update. I didn't do anything. So I was looking at inspo pics, and then I had to do the dishes. So now we're gonna play some Fortnite.
I just like started recording and I set this up. I didn't even see if I like the angle I'm at, but like we're already here. A few things I need to get through in this part of the video. So the last clips that I recorded, I was sitting down at my desk. I just needed to sit down and draw. And honestly, I ain't got a lot to show from that. I did draw a little bit. I did have a hoot and a half, and then just I just want to show it off because this is my fucking YouTube account where I can do what I want. This is my baby summit. So I just like haven't done anything. I think it's been like 3 weeks at this point since I've done anything. So basically, here's where we're at this point in the video. I was gonna record. I was gonna edit this on my laptop, my MacBook. However, unfortunately, this is the second MacBook that is on its last leg. It just like I use it as like an external monitor when recording with my phone, so it works really well in that aspect. But other than that, it's literally a piece of shit. So, very graciously, my partner has lent me their old computer, and I will be editing this not only in a new program but on a Windows computer. Other than that, here's kind of like the biggest thing I've like realized in the I think 3 weeks now of not recording. At this point, I've been practicing way much more at Fortnite on this computer than actually drawing, so that's also been a thing. But yeah, I wanted to get cracked, and then a little inkling in my brain was telling me just like, this is stupid, and like that's like exactly the mentality that got me out of drawing originally. So what we're gonna do, what I've been trying to do is like make like a concrete reference sheet, and then I want to commission someone for, I think I said a badge, right, or something like that. I don't know if that's possible. It's the first weekend of October. Nope, November. I moved here about 2 years ago. What's today's date? Okay, it is November 8th. You can't see it, and I think the green screen is going to take it out anyway. So I'm pretty sure I moved here about 2 years ago to the date. Scarily enough, so that's pretty okay. Whatever. What was I just talking about? Oh, at any point in time, I really could have just like talked to an artist and been like, "Oh my god, hey, like I'm looking for this type of commission." And I found a few artists, and what I'm looking for in this aspect is definitely not something that all artists will do. So what I'm looking for is essentially them to help me create this character. And I can do it depending on the artist. All of this is depending on the artist. They all have their different terms of service. I ain't got money right now. That's the issue we're having at hand. You know what I mean? I'm about to be at MFF 2025. I can't be spending money on art commissions necessarily right now. I need to be making sure I have enough money for my bills and just like traveling to Chicago. So yeah, we love budgeting. We love budgeting in this house. So part of me thinks I'm going to do something different. My roommate Jasper has told me that they have like a drawing tablet, and I think what I want to do is like make a digital version of my guy and have it as like the thumbnail. So instead of commissioning someone, I'm just going to do a digital piece as well as 2 badges. So I have 2 different ideas for badges, right? The first idea is I want to do one that's like made out of a newspaper. Let me explain. So me and my roommate went to thrift store, and I bought a couple magazines. I got some zoo books, and I also got some books on just like cats, right? And basically what I'm looking to do is to like cut one out of this magazine and use it as a badge, like do like essentially like a draw over, but I want it to look more like, I don't know, there's like I have a vision in my head, and like I just need to do it. And this is honestly one of the biggest things that made me want to do this video, because I was like, oh, I could do it for Lunchbox. And then I just like never did. Honestly, it would have been easier doing this for Lunchbox, as I went through the thrift store for like an hour and a half just looking through magazines. There was a lot of National Geographic, but like how the fuck could I not get zoo books? The animal I want's not even any of these books. It's in the actual hardcover books I got over here. These are literally just because why was there like 45,000 copies of zoo books in the thrift store? They were $1.99 each, might I add you, but some of them were on sale. So one badge, I'm using the books. I'm going to cut stuff out, and then I'm going to make a badge like that. I think that would be the cutest thing ever, and no one can tell me different.
This table's gross. Don't look at it. So basically, this is the photo that I'm using, and this is kind of like what the draw over will look like. That's what the original looks like. But before I start doing this, I need to see, I just had white paint somewhere. I was just generously lent white paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a different cap, see how easy it is to like take colors and remove them before I like kind of like block out the new parts that I'm drawing in here and like there and shit. And we'll see. I don't think it should be too hard. It's just definitely time consuming, but like it's what I want. I'm also Watching Steven Universe from the beginning, because what else do I have to do? All right. Thank you.
Second, what I'm going to do is also just draw like a full body badge of this guy because I think that's cute. I might make one full body, one headshot. I feel like that would kind of be crack. Then finally, I do want to do a digital thumbnail because I like making thumbnails, girl. And part of this video is me just like learning how to edit a bunch of shit in all different programs. And like since I'm not using the Adobe Creative Cloud anymore, I do have to figure out where to draw now. I was about to say, if you know, leave a comment, but like too fucking late. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I do have to work on a lot of this weekend, so I'm gonna try to at least do the what was I doing? I gotta do the draw over one today. I think that'd be really fun. Then I need to do a full body, and then I'm gonna work on the thumbnail because I love a good thumbnail. And then if I have enough time, I may work on a separate headshot badge. Huh. No. You know, if you have your com badge in the middle, you have one here and one there. That's center. That's like very even, and that's like because normally with my bolt badges, wherever they are, do I know where those are? So I did find my con badge lanyard. I just took off all my con badges and it's just the lanyard. So yeah, I do actually have to finish these badges now that I don't know where a single one is. But oh, I don't know. Bitch, one more thing I'm gonna complain about with this video and learning new things. I'm just gonna move the camera. I don't feel like green screening anymore. So before, I quite literally would just use a DSLR or my phone camera. And more recently, my phone camera, typically a Canon Rebel T5i, and I would edit that way, and it was fine. And I used to record on this phone specifically, iPhone 14, I think. I like don't care or remember. I bought this phone because the camera is pretty fucking crack and it's easier than lugging around a DSLR. But it's also why I don't have a mic anymore and I have to figure this out. But also I've used multiple little. I'm using a regular standard tripod, right? But I also have a little phone clamp that I just take a picture for you, okay? You know, like it's like a phone clamp or whatever, right? I have the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and there's that new fucking camera button on there, and I hate it. It's stupid. Like I have to be so delicate not to either hit that camera button or the fucking lock button or the volume buttons. Like it just I was just gonna end recording and then I went to go grab my phone and I was like, oh yeah, I better be careful. Fuck. Will I be buying the next iPhone? Yes.
Okay, so this is what we're looking at right now. In total, I did a time lapse with my phone, my regular phone. So I didn't have the access, you know, like the distraction of a cell phone with me. So I watched what did I fucking watch? Toy Story 3. Up. I watched Up and I cried a little bit. That was good. And then we watched the Barbie movie. So 3 movies, however long that was. But this is what we have. I'm actually not sure if I like this or not. So what I was going after was like the fire safety sticker, but like actually the border is supposed to be white, not black. Also, it's just like big. It is very big, and this is a lot more it's bigger in size, I suppose. So I don't, and also I just like it like doesn't match super great. So I may like scrap that and redo that. This, hold on. So it's tiny. I don't know where the mouth is. I don't care. Like, I'm obsessed. Actually, this is everything my heart wanted. Like, this is the main reason I even recorded this video. I don't know. It's stupid. It's honestly just really stupid, but I'm really happy with it. So that is like ready for a badge. Fine. This, I don't know. This, I like the drawing. I just like don't know how I'm going to put his name. Like, but yeah. So we're going to work on the name for that. I want to do one more, but I am going to start working on the digital, the thumbnail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like just like kind of frame out what I want, and then I'll like transfer it over to digital and it'll be fine. Now that I look at it, am I supposed to color this? Me studying like my own character that I've drawn. I don't know. I believe so, yeah. Because do I have more photos of what this guy looks like? So the only other one I have of him is a headshot, which is like the exact same. I just did the exact same thing, but I kind of like this one better because, of course, we're trying. I like the eyes on this one better, but I digress. Whatever. So yeah, I guess here I did that, and now I did that. So that makes sense. I kind of wish his hair wasn't so big because I would love to like go more orange up here and like kind of actually show the ear, but like just like he's like a full white band. This is the only full body of him I have, fully white tail. I was gonna do like a little like black and then kind of like, you know, fade to white, but I kind of just like a solid white ring around him, you know what I mean? You know what? No one's perfect. Especially not him. Because my thing is like in the back of my head, I'm thinking like personality. And I just like, I don't know. I gotta really sit with him and meditate on that, I think. Okay, first and foremost, I'm not using a mic. My phone is dying. Also, I bought a fursuit brush. So I'm gonna brush my fur because this is not it. It's not it, unfortunately. This could be AMSR for someone, I'm sure. Or someone. So I recorded last night, and the audio wasn't working. As in, I just like it. I can't. I didn't like how it looked visually, and also I didn't like how it sounded either. So it's fine. We'll just talk about it again. Basically, I would like to sit down and talk with you guys about what I have decided the lore of our friend Stop, Drop, and Roll is. So, first and foremost, Stop, Drop, and Roll, like most of my other characters, is, entered this Earth through a little rocket ship that crashed into the planet. And from the planet that Stop, Drop, and Roll is from, I don't know, the name BAM, like BAM exclamation point, is really sticking in right now. So if you watched Invader Zim, you'd know that Zim is from the Urkin Empire. And Zim is sent on a mission to take over Earth. Not really, but like whatever. I would like you to think of Stop, Drop, and Roll's universe kind of in that aspect, like that structure, but like different. Basically for Stop, Drop, and Roll, I just think their planet allows their citizens to just kind of travel freely, and they come and they go as they please. But Stop, Drop, and Roll is really just another one of the many aliens that live amongst us each and every day. So nothing too crazy there. So for species, let me explain. For the planet BAM, when you're on BAM, you're there, they're like a little blue orb, right? And they're just little blue orbs that live amongst each other. Think Soul, but like, imagine like you just like make it shiny or like you have astigmatism. That's kind of what they look like in my brain, sure. But when they go to a different planet, they have to, have a form that blends in, they have to alter their appearance. So Stop, Drop, and Roll was, decided to go to Earth. They got to the planet and they just saw a cat and a border collie and was like, I want to do both. So they did. Thus, Stop, Drop, and Roll was born. I was thinking about this in the car the other day, but I was like, what about a nickname like Stop? And I'm like, no, Drop? Like, I don't know. I think just Stop, Drop, and Roll is very good. Very good. Okay, aspirations. Since Stop, Drop, and Roll is from a different planet, they're not necessarily trying to take over our planet. They just want to hang out and learn. I think I talked about it earlier, but I was talking about how I really like egotistical characters and I keep making characters self-centered and shit. But I really think Stop, Drop, and Roll just like came to this planet and is like, I want to learn. And it's just like into reading or something. I don't know. Kind of just like this wanderlust of like traveling to a different planet and just like getting to like exist amongst all these people who like don't know that you're like you're an alien. They just want to learn what's going on at this planet. Not for any malicious intent. They just would like to learn. Is that a crime? So yeah, I think that's the vibe we're going for with Stop, Drop, and Roll. I should have drawn like a little alien version, but like I still have to do the digital thumbnail, so like we'll get to that. Oh, and speaking of that, so for the digital thumbnail, there is a program called, oh, what was the name of this program? Kaya? Is that right? I don't know. My roommate recommended it to me, and like I don't have any experience with drawing digitally. If I were to draw anything in previous videos, it was just in Photoshop with like the paint tool, like with my like trackpad. But other than that, stop, drop, and roll. Yeah, that's kind of their story. Nothing too crazy, nothing too interesting, or I think it's interesting. What I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna record just like a draw. What are they called? Speed paint. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna record that. But yeah, I think that'll be fun, and then I'll be done. And then I should make it. I'm hoping I make it. Because half of me is like, oh, what if I just post it before MFF? It's fine. But no, I need to do it before the Zootopia movie. But yeah. But yeah. Ooh, I'm so cute. Are you kidding? Okay, goodbye. Additionally, I feel like people think being a furry is quite expensive when it can be totally, but in so many different ways you can still be a furry and not have the finances, you know? I also feel like some people who see the furry fandom are afraid to interact with the furry fandom due to not knowing how to make a character, or not having the money to make a character, or getting a fursuit, or getting a VR avatar, or whatever. And honestly, I'm just here to let you know that you can work with what you got. You can do your best, okay? So I do want to go over how much I spent on quite literally everything I used for this video. First and foremost, the sketchbook was $3.49 from a ARC thrift store. All the other art supplies I had, minus that one little tube of white paint, it was just around the house. Laminate paper was $6, and badge clips, crazy, pack of 12 for $8, but like fine. DaVinci Resolve, the program I'm using to edit in, is free. Krita, the art program I'm using as well, is free. OBS is what I use to record different clips and my screen when I needed to. That's $0 as well. My Sundays, girl, oh my god, priceless. Oh my god, I've been recording this for so long. Additionally, I'm just using my phone. I use my phone, an iPhone 14 Pro Max, for this entire video, alongside a little mic I bought off Amazon for 20 bucks. Shit, what else did I even buy? Like my Dutch Bros, my Dunkin', like I don't know, $7. But yeah, I'm just here to remind you to never stop being creative and using your resources and what you have around you to be creative, because it is just so fun to do silly art tasks. I don't know. So a big reason, like I mentioned before, why I stopped drawing is because I didn't think I was good. And it was mainly me just like comparing myself to other people and their art, and that's just unfair to myself. So I will continue to draw. I definitely like it. It's fun, but like any skill, it does take practice. It takes practice and dedication, and you have to love doing it to make anything out of it, you know? If you've been on the fence about like actually making a character, girl, go to a dollar store, get yourself a pack of markers, and just go to town. Like, oh my god, it's so fun. It's so fun, you're gonna love it. And there are people in this community. When I was looking for commissions, I saw it. But there are people in this community who will help you put this together. And this community is fueled off of, you know, creatives. So truly, people are so willing and happy to help you make this character that's festering in your brain. I just thought it would be fun to do it myself. And I do plan on actually getting like art and stuff for this character. Stop, Drop, and Roll is just part of the crew at this point. But yeah, now he's just another little furry animal in my arsenal of furry animals. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy with him. He makes me smile. He makes me so happy.
So from my last clip, I actually just ended powering through yesterday and this morning, and I finished the thumbnail, and we're actually done. Still got to get the laminate. I still got to make that second badge, but and I got to learn how to use DaVinci. But that's not anything I'm going to show you guys in the video. I'll just do that independently. I've been working on this video for a long time, about 2 months now, just about, and I've been having a hoot. Honestly, I've been having a real big hoot. I do just want to go over a few things that I've learned in this video. First and foremost, I think I like the mic on my tongue. It seems to not, I don't know, I don't get this mic, and I'm about to use it for something else, and oh, you guys can't hear the dogs barking in the backyard, but like there's a bunch of dogs barking in the backyard. Whatever, you'll understand in a later date. Next, I told myself that I would get cracked at drawing, and I like really didn't. Would I say my skill level was improved? A little bit, I guess. Really, what I was trying to do was just be like creative, because I just need like creativity to feel like a human again. And like I used half, like this half is used, this half is not. I used so much. I have not used a fucking sketchbook, let alone like half of a sketchbook since I was a child. I've also not like made a character since I made like Bolt, you know. I think I mentioned it earlier in the video, but every other character I've had except for Bolt has been just like made by someone else, or I've adopted them, and I really haven't sat down and like pen to paper drawn anything in forever. So that was really good to redo for the first time in like Jesus 12ish years or so it's been since I like made Bolt. So yeah, that was pretty good too. But yeah, now all that's left to do is to just edit it, put it together, and put it up on YouTube. I have about 2 weeks before Zootopia comes out. If I finish it earlier, I'll just post it earlier. I don't mind.
Okay, so I'm currently editing this, right? It is November 22nd, and I literally have so.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I do really appreciate you guys watching if you watched this far. I merely make videos for fun at this point, so yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It was a pleasure being here with you, and I will talk to you whenever. Okay, goodbye.